simple program where we can add the distance the robot wants to travel. So instead of creating a program where you have to put the blocks together every time, you want to just make a program and then use it over and over again. Before we start any program, it's better to always use the comment box, and I'm just going to put a comment like add the distance you want the robot to travel. Now then we are going to go on uh, this tab which is called data operations. A good block to use in this would be the variable block. Now think about this block as um, a value. You can use it as a suitcase where you store some value, and then you're going to take the value out whenever you need it. So the first thing you're going to do in this variable block is you're going to add a variable. So I've already made a variable called distance, but if you didn't have it, you can just say distance and you can name the variable. The first thing we're going to write is a numeric value, like, and I'll explain it later on, but if you want the robot to travel 40 centimeters, you will put the value 40, and it'll automatically calculate how many rotations in the motor it has to travel, but we'll go through this step by step. So the first thing you want to do is create the variable, and you want to write the number. So here you're taking the value and you are going to store it someplace. Now you want to use that value. To use that value, you have to do read the number. So the number that you had stored, now it's going to read it. Now it's ready to be used. The next thing we are going to use is a math block. So let's say if we wanted to travel 40 centimeters, and every time you want the robot to travel 40 centimeters, you want to divide 40 by 17.6, because that'll give us the number of rotations the motor has to travel. So you put division here. So once you put the value 40, the read numeric will read the value 40, and then you put this data wire into this tab, the A tab, and in the B tab you just put the value 17.6, and that will give us the output. Automatically it will give us the output of 40 divided by 17.6. Now you have your steering block, and then it's already set on default on rotations. You're just going to take this output value and you're going to put it in the rotations. So if you remember, 40 divided by 17.6 is 2.27, so automatically the robot is going to move that much. Of course you want to adjust your speed at somewhere around 35, and once your robot has moved a certain distance, like we always do, we shut the motors. So again, let's understand this. First, the variable block allows you to put any number every time. Now next time, let's say you want to make the robot go 60 centimeters, you just change the value 60 here. You already have the program ready. Automatically the program calculates 60 divided by 17.6. that will give us the number of rotations, and then it will automatically add it in the number of rotations. So you don't have to create these blocks every time. You just have to put different values in the variable block. So again, you start the program by putting in a comment box, and think of the variable as a suitcase, where in the write numeric where you are storing some kind of number in your suitcase, and then in the read numeric you're going to take it out. So you're going to open the suitcase and use that number. The math block does a simple operation. It takes the number, that the robot wants to travel. It could be 40 centimeters, 20 centimeters, and then it automatically divides it by 17.6, which is the circumference in centimeters, and gives us an output in the number of rotations the robot has to travel. So simple. Variables are really easy to use, and we should use them in different programs so we don't have to create the programs again and again.